the top 5 relics in Elden Ring Nightreign that you and your team should be using. Let's talk about them. Coming in at number 5 is anything that has to do with Ultimate Art Gauge, that being 1, 2, or 3. And for those who don't know how this ability works, Ultimate Art Gauge passively fills a percentile faster while in combat. For Art Gauge 1, that being 5%, for Art Gauge 2, that being 7.5%, and Art Gauge 3, that's 10%. And in a game where you've got so many destructive ultimate arts like Wilders, Raiders, Iron Eyes, even Executors, you definitely want to see this on your relics just to where you can get that ultimate art faster in a pinch. Coming in at number 4, I'm going to be a little bit biased with this one, but the next relic effect is improved initial standard attack. And now initial standard attack reads as follows: damage from your first 1 or 2-handed R1 or power stance L1 in a chain is plus 13%. Meaning if you have 3 hits of this in your relics, you're going to be getting a 45% increase to raw damage. And I'm sure you've all seen my video about Iron Eye being able to utilize that extremely well with the Kimbo bows. I'm also biased because I'm an Iron Eye main. Creeping into the number 3 slot is attack power up when facing frostbite afflicted enemy, which when you're facing an enemy that is afflicted by frostbite, you're going to be dealing an extra 10% damage to them. So not only are you going to be getting a 20% from the normal frostbite debuff, but you're also going to be getting an extra 10% while you have this relic passive equipped. That's basically a 30% increase to damage just for whacking a boss with a frozen stick. Coming in at the number 2 slot, which barely scraped by, dealing extra damage to the frost afflicted enemies, is going to be the relic passive improved critical hits. And now there are 2 variants of this passive, one being the normal one that does an extra 15%, and the other one being improved critical hits plus 1, adding on an extra 20%, which both of these are found on the Dark Knight of the Baron relic, which is arguably one of my favorite relics in the game, and if you haven't already, I've made a lot of videos over it. But these are also able to roll actively on weapons while you're in an expedition, to where you can have even more improved critical hits, to where you can just make a giant critical hit build and do a lot of damage when a stance break happens. But arguably the best relic ability in the game, and everybody saw it coming, attack power permanently increased for each Everjail prisoner defeated. And you're going to be getting a 5% boost to every Everjail prisoner that you defeat, and it also scales on a weird multiplier, to where if you beat every Everjail on the map, you're going to get 40% increase. I think it's like 40.2 or something like that. Either way, this is still arguably the best relic in the game for just raw damage output and what you can pull off in an expedition. Especially if you're with your buddies and you just all go 3 separate ways and just take out every Everjail, it's insane damage what you can rack up. But with that, that has been my top 5 list of the best relics to use in Elden Ring Nightreign. If you did enjoy my list or you're opposed to my list, leave a comment and let me know. Also leave a follow because it helps me know that I'm doing a good job, and I'm very close to 50k, and I'd like to try and reach that before the end of July. But with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.